God be with you, my dear friend. Today, Holy Thursday, we are discussing Jesus' testament is love. Jesus' meal is himself. Holy Thursday, a day before Jesus was crucified. That means his time is almost up. He must think on the most important things he wants to say or hand over to his closest friends, his disciples. There is no time. So, what can Jesus bequeath to them as their inheritance from him? When we know that he didn't have a place to lay his head, he didn't have any house, any property, any plot, any money in the bank to give to them. What can he give at this critical time? He has something greater than any money, any wealth, anything, and that is himself. Jesus gave his apostles himself, his love, his words, and his examples. These are great gifts. Like he said to them, I give you a new law. He gave them a new law. It's one of the things he gave them. He gave you a new law to love your neighbors. Not just to love your neighbors, but as I loved you. You know, he told them before, love your neighbor as yourself. But now, the game has changed. Love your neighbor as I have loved you. So, must always ask, how did Jesus love us? He loved us to the point of death. He gave everything for the love of us. That is one of the things he gave them. He gave them service. Serve one another. He washed their feet in this evening. Serve one another. Who wants to be the greatest must be the least. In the family, in friendship, in work, everywhere. Lead by serving and serve by leading. Service. And then he gave them the feast, the meal of his body and blood, brought bread and wine, blessed them, thanked God, and said, this is my body, this is my blood. In the sacrifice, the new covenant, do this in memory of me. So he gave them himself. He gave his whole being. That is the greatest thing he can ever give, and the greatest thing that we can ever receive. So whenever we are celebrating the sacred Eucharist, we should always bear in mind that what we are celebrating is the highest gift given to mankind from the highest being, Jesus Christ himself. And when we are eating this bread and drinking this sacred, consecrated wine, we should always bear in mind that we are eating that love, and we should share it with others. We should be people of Eucharist, not just in the churches, but wherever we are, people that are thankfully loving and sharing. The love we receive, we share. St. Augustine said, we should be like what we eat. We eat love, we eat God and godliness. And that is what we are called to be in this our world, in this our time, everywhere. Let love reign. Let love lead. Let nothing make love grow cold. In these evil days where people are becoming more evil, people are tempted to close in themselves and even try to reply evil with evil. Let love lead. Jesus died for it. We should be able to stand and fight for love and live in love and never allow the darkness of hate to overcome the light of love. That is the power of the Eucharist. So may the power of the Eucharist we are called to celebrate that is given to us continue to urge us to love one another, to love God, to serve one another, and to continue to be the priests and the priestly people that celebrate the sacrifice that God accepts. And may this sacrifice continue to heal our world, dispel it of darkness, and give peace to all troubled hearts, troubled places, and troubled world today. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.